We're Mike and Lance, and for the past 5 years, we've been transforming our New England home into an urban homestead. Come along with us as we further our journey and try to live a more sustainable and healthy lifestyle. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and maybe learn a thing or two. Come on. So we've been trying our hand at making homemade wine, and we tried a apple brown sugar one a couple months ago, and that one turned out great. However, we used champagne yeast for that one, so we ended up making apple champagne, which again, just as good, but it was a little bit of a surprise. And we had to end up sharing and drinking a good 35 bottles of it because since we used the champagne yeast, we had everything downstairs in the basement, and not all of them, but some of the corks started popping, and we ended up with champagne everywhere. So we threw a bunch into the fridge and gave some away, and then we have a strawberry rhubarb wine. I have a couple bottles of that left, and that was from strawberry and rhubarb that we grew in the garden last year. We've also tried banana wine, which did not turn out well at all. And our final one is a pineapple wine. We've already gone through the first fermentation. We went through the second fermentation, and now we're gonna do it one more time. So that is this here, and we're going to put it into this empty one now. So
we're missing a thing
to
taste it, so we're just gonna. Why don't we just?
How did we use it before?
I don't remember. I just don't remember.
To use that? I don't know how you suck it up though. But I don't want all that nasty. Just like trying to guess.
It's not supposed to leak.
I'll let you taste it.
You let me taste it. Nice. It's better than the last time. I don't like it.
But let's put it into this one, and maybe it will taste better in a month.
I don't think we're adding enough sugar. I really don't. But it is what it is at this point. Okay, so that has to go down on the ground though.
We'll try it for another month and see what happens.
So it's all fun and experimenting, anyways. Okay, you are to hold that. And that should be going, right?
Yeah.
And then the key to this is not to touch the bottom.
Yeah, you don't get all the crap in there. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, we'll taste it before we bottle it. Yeah. This way we don't bottle crappy wine again, like we did last time.
It is what it is. I think we just need to add more sugar. But it's also a dry wine, so it's definitely.
Oh, did we use champagne yeast in this one again?
Yeah. That's why it's a dry wine. We need to have the yeast that is actually meant for a sweet wine.
Well, when we do the fruit trees this year, we can maybe add more sugar, do a different recipe.
Right.
mean, it's definitely clear,
Yeah.
if nothing else.
There's so much sediment on the bottom of this well.
I don't know, that's the second time we've done this.
No, this is the first time we wrapped it.
Oh, the first one was the fermentation.
The first one was fermentation. This is the first actual racking. But
It's irritating. I don't think it'll run private label if they start working. If they start tasting, we're gonna run private label. You can sell it
Yeah.
farm stand with everything else.
Why is it though that the first wine that we did, which happened the last time we started doing this?
Was good and everything else is shit.
Yeah.
the first wine always turns out fantastic. Everything else after that turns out weird. And we don't change the
mean,
recipe or anything. So
We do
why?
try weird things though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the banana wine was.
And pineapple's kind of weird.
This is the pineapple.
I know. But that's not like a normal wine.
I just don't. I think like the recipes are wrong. I think they need. I think the sugar content has to be 10 times what we're calculating. Because you're always afraid that we're putting too much sugar in, and I keep saying that we're not putting enough in.
And then we go like somewhere in the middle, and this keeps happening where it's like,
I think we just need to. You have to have sugar. You have to have it so freaking full of sugar that it's just ridiculous. So that turns into the alcohol. I think that's the problem. I think this will turn into alcohol because it's sterile. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. But I think it's going to take months for this to sit.
in there to do it, you know what I mean?
So. Like the banana wine downstairs would probably be fine if you let it sit down there for a year.
That's gross.
Right now, right. And I don't like it at all right now. So I don't know. This isn't awful. This is nowhere near as.
You know what I mean? But it's a dry wine. I'm not a very fan of really like dry wines anyways. I can see that it's sucking up sediment.
Yeah, I'm getting some in here.
Oh yeah, this is the whole point of this.
You're not going to be able to prevent it. You can just try to reduce it.
Like half a thing.
Well, there's like 2 inches.
Of freaking sediment on the bottom of this, so
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna lose quite a distance or quite a volume. But like you said, when we grow the vegetable,
Or we're growing the fruit ourselves, so we won't be paying for.
obviously we didn't grow pineapples, so we had to go to the store for that. But pineapples are cheap, so it wasn't like we were out a lot of money.
And it was a good experimentation.
Sure. But it is better when we're able to grow our own product.
Yeah.
I have to decide how much farther I want to go down. I might have just had it decided for me.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it is. I think. Yeah.
at the.
Point where I'm like barely touching.
I mean, if that's all you can get, then I want you to get the sediment.
That's gonna be it, because otherwise it's gonna be. Okay, so that needs the thing on it again.
Should probably add water to the sealer.
Okay. I think you have water in there.
Okay.
So there you go. Now we'll let it sit for another 6 months. And then all of the other lovely stuff in there, all that gross looking sediment, is going to be great for the garden. The garden's going to love it.
Goes into the garden now on top of, I think I'm going to put it on top of the not the strawberries, on top of the, oh, maybe I should put them on the top of the grapes. That'd be a nice little fertilizer for the grapes. Or should I just put it on right on top of the tomatoes?
Just throw it in the main part of the garden. I think it's fine.
Anybody want a drink?
That's gross.
Yeah, it's like milk.
No, that's gross. So we're going to put this downstairs in the basement, and we will give you an update sometime, I guess. That's how it turns out. Thanks for watching.